Hey everybody, it's Jochen and I'm back with the Hellsen versus Haydn campaign. This is scenario 2 and I'm playing Japan. He's playing the Allies. This is New Year's Eve 1941. Let's do it. Alright, so we capture Ibo without a fight. Let's see what kind of sub interactions we have today. I'm sure it's going to be lovely. Subs make me so paranoid. Okay, no night bombing. This would have been a good night to do it, actually. Uh-oh. I think we need to maybe worry about that. Oh, okay. This is us bombarding this little Dutch unit that's sitting off on the edge here. I don't anticipate this actual bombardment doing a whole lot, but I need to disrupt it as much as I can because I'm trying to wipe it out. Doesn't look like we did anything. It was worth a try, right? Okay, we landed at Dumanquilas. Choiseul Bay in the Solomons. Almost done with these dot bases, guys. At least in the Solomons, so we won't get so much dot base spam. I feel like we kind of dodged an entire submarine day. Did we? Let's see. Ah, dang it. Got to really hand it to I-19 out here south of San Diego. They've really been trying hard. It's probably about out of torpedoes now. Oh, they dodged another one. We've got to be out of torpedoes now, though. Okay, Triton near Eniwetok. Look at this. So now we know we've got the Dutch subs have moved. I'm sorry, the Allied subs. These are the Mark 14 equipped ones. Have moved off of Wake and now are heading in the direction of Truk. That's something I need to keep in mind. That we may have some subs dealing with out of Truk pretty soon here. So far, so good on the subs, though. I can deal with this. All right, all these blue reports, you can't really trust them. Kind of speeding through these. These always take a while to get through. Okay, here we go. Airstrikes. Oh, wait. No, there's no airstrikes because we are have bad weather. All right. Well, some bad weather, not too much. Okay. Ooh, clear sky over Sion. Oh yeah, that's gonna be bad for him. Okay, overcast over Tuyun, but no cap. Rangoon. That'll go off. Okay, so far sweeps are good. We're not encountering any we're not really encountering any enemy activity. And another bombing raid on Port Moresby just to see if we can destroy more aircraft here. Doesn't look like we're going to get any more aircraft out of it. We did damage another Empire, though. Okay, Nels are coming into Rangoon, and this will give us a good chance to see what all he's got in the Hex. And right off the bat, it looks like he's got a Burma Rifles Battalion, which are no good. And we hit it really hard. Alright, this should be a great strike, guys. Clear terrain, clear weather. Oh, man. Not particularly good hits here. I don't know why. We should have hit it really hard. 27th Chinese Corps. And then we have First War Area, a base force, and a group army. So it looks like 2 headquarters, a base force, and 1 corps in there right now. Very light opposition start. And we can see that he's definitely trying to move out of the hex. So this is good that we're hitting him here, because it's going to slow him down. I want to trap the troops in Xi'an. Hey, we're flying! Look at that! We're flying over Singapore for once. Nice. Okay. Good hits. Really good hits on Singapore today, despite the overcast. You notice how we're taking very little flak damage? I think his anti-aircraft guns are damaged a lot here. So this is really good. That's what I needed to happen. Okay. Bomber's hitting this little Dutch thing. We don't really do much to it. Darn it. It's bad terrain for us. Alright. Just hoping we could do more damage to that. So far we're getting some decent bombing raids in. Okay, now we're getting hits on Tuyun. No damage. Looks like we didn't catch any aircraft there. However, really good hits on the base. And I like supply hits right now. Okay, the Lucy War area again. Just some sweeps. Okay, another bombing raid coming into Tuyun. Okay, an additional set of hits, which are good. I like that. And we're putting him on notice that his little cap trap air bases are not safe anymore. Okay, bombing raid on Clark, and this should be good because it's pretty decent weather. Okay, supply hits, that's what I really want. Now we got the ants coming in from Kaifeng. Not as effective, but we're touching these units, which is good. Yeah, these ants don't carry very big bomb loads at extended range, do they? But again, we're slowing the units down. That's what we need to be doing. Ooh, one Sally shot down by flak there. Maybe 6,000 feet's a little too low, but really good hits. And a big raid on Luchao. Good stuff. Nice one. Finally, I'm getting good bombing this turn. Really nice. Oh, yeah, we've trashed Tuyun. That's going to make it a lot harder for him to cap trap right now, because this is one of the bases he rails out to, and now it's trashed. Good. More hits on Singapore. That's what I need right now. Good stuff. Let's get some more. Yep, let's get some more. Alright. This time the flag does reach us, but we only lose one. That's not bad. Okay, and now clear skies over Temelo. That's good. unfortunately, we don't do anything at all. All right, there we go. So Rangoon BAF Battalion, 9th Burma Rifles, 4th Burma Rifles, and we know the 10th Burma Rifles is in there as well. So I think we've got a good handle on all the units that are in Rangoon. I don't think they're particularly good units. Okay, another Sally raid on Singapore. Another flak loss, but more hits on the base, which is exactly what we need right now. Man, finally we get a good day's bombing in. Oh, no! Airborne, no! The B-17s are here! Shit! Dang it! Ah! Ah! Dang it! Well, found out where the B-17s are at, guys. Crap! I need to get some aircraft there ASAP. Oh, no! Ah, it's B-17s. We found them all. We found them. Man. Ah. Oh, man. Dang it. Forgot about the B-17s. I thought we tore that base up. Where are they coming out of? Changsha. Well, that sucks, guys. Dang it. Oh, man. Yeah, this is really bad. Oh, dang it. Guys, we screwed up big time here. Tonamaru, that's not good. Oh, man. Shit. Oh, man. Yeah, there's Hellsen's hit and run tactics again. Nothing is safe for me right now. Man, that sucks. I've taken so many casualties from these stupid bombers right now. Oh, man. Forgot about the B-17s. Great. That sucks. Oh, I hope we don't have any more B-17s today. Oh, there goes a bunch more ship losses for me, guys. I gotta be this has gotta be a record, right? The amount of ship losses I've taken. Oh, got a little too fast there. Okay. I-2 is down here again near San Diego, dealing with a mine layer. Man, I can't believe that. Oh, more ships damaged. Those B-17s are so deadly. I wish I had done a better job of neutralizing those from the get-go. B-17Es. Those are in Australia now. That's something we get to look forward to. Now, another bombardment here. I doubt they'll do much. All right, and Rowboat 34 dealing with some minesweepers over here. Oh, man. Well. Oh, now this is us. This should go pretty good. We're crossing the river here towards Sion. Retreat. 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 Yeah. That's what I wanted right there. Just bleeding these units dry. And this is another bombardment by us. Singapore. I think we need to start moving on Singapore pretty quick here. He's rebuilding AV pretty fast. Faster than us. And this is us attacking Temelo. Hopefully we can take it this turn. I'm getting kind of tired of this base. Alright, let's see. Yes! 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 Oh man, thank goodness. It's over. It's over. And with that, that is the last organized Allied resistance on all of Malaya. There is nothing left. So all these units are now freed up to another mission. That's really good. Guys, that's really good. Helps make up for our ship losses this turn. Okay, dot base. Another dot base. And another dot base. How about one more? And we're hitting Jesselton now. Didn't take it though. Huh. I guess that wasn't enough. Okay. Coolion. I have no idea how this is gonna go. Oh, I think it's gonna go good. But not good enough. We didn't do anything to them. Dang it. Alright, if I defeat these units, they should just evaporate. Surrender. And surrender. Grab. As expected. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, that's good. Well, good day on the ground mostly, but a really bad day in ports. Those B-17s wrecked us hard. Oh, man. I'm dreading looking at that damage. It's not going to be good. keep forgetting about things. I keep forgetting about the B-17s. Okay, we're getting some replacement ships here. I'm so worried about. I don't even want to look, man. It's not gonna be good. Well, best party's over, guys. The B-17s are finally here. I've totally forgot about them, and I paid for it today. Let's take a look. Mm. Aircraft losses today. 7 for us, 2 for him. Looks like we lost 4 Sallys, probably over Singapore. 1 Betty, 1 Nell, 1 Glenn. He lost a PBY and a B-26, which I'm guessing he's probably bringing over to Australia from, you know, United States. Top pilots, 3 KIA pilots today, unfortunate. Let's take a look at ship sunk. Not a good day for us. Again, okay. It's saying the S-39 sank, but I don't believe it. I think it's damaged, but I don't think it sank. These are the ships that were taken out by the B-17s today. The Kyo Maru, which was a 1-point patrol boat. This Tenzan Maru, which is not a particularly great ship, but these make good patrol boats. They convert into really good patrol boats. So the Malta Maru, which is the Aden, which are pretty good because they have a good carrying capacity and a decent range, and an ACM, which was converted from an AKL. So not awful. I mean, it could have been worse, but it's more of an embarrassment than anything else. Moving on to Army lost points. We inflicted a significant amount of lost points to the Allies today. We're well over 100 points for them. Nothing for us. And this is a combination of us taking out Timalo and some China stuff. Okay. For the turn, we somehow managed to gain... What is it? Oh, 237 points. Shockingly. Actually, I take that back. We were over 200 points for Army lost points. That's where we got all of our points from this turn. Army lost points. So that brought the Allied win ratio down to 1.106. So we're getting really close to flipping this over. All right. Let's take a look at Combat Reporter. No real noteworthy sea engagements. Ground combat, this was kind of a bust. We had 3-to-1 odds, but we did not take out the enemy. We didn't take out the enemy there, so that's not so great. Good attack here in China. We're now 1 hex away from Sion on 2 different approaches. So Sion's going to be ours in a matter of 2 to 3 days. Dili, we took out a bunch of Dutch troops here. Just as I predicted, they had no retreat path, so they gave up and surrendered once we took Dili. So, did the old Chinese finger trap on Timor here, both sides of it. And Singapore, you already saw the bombardment earlier. Kind of a wash, I guess, because we have a destroyed squad and he doesn't. I do notice that his AV is continuing to tick up just as fast, if not faster than mine. So, we're gonna have to push the button on this real soon. We need to finish this like now. And I would say the best thing that happened this turn was we finally took and destroyed Temalo and destroyed all the troops there. And this is where the bulk of our Army lost points were gained this turn. Two full Indian brigades and 1 AA regiment were destroyed here, and that gave us quite a bit of points. And now that frees up our troops on Malaya to go wherever we want. We own the whole island. And at least I can say this, Hellsen took Singapore a lot earlier than me, but he was still dealing with my troops in Malaya even after this date in our campaign. So that's something that, I guess that's the trade-off you get, right? You can have Singapore early and deal with armed resistance in Malaya for weeks, or you can have them Singapore a couple weeks after, but have nothing to worry about in Malaya. I'm sure most of you would say that having Singapore first is more important. Air engagements today. Yeah. So let's just go ahead and talk about the good stuff, which I believe would be Takao. And here you go. This is what we had to deal with here. Looks like the bulk of his B-17s made it in, and we know exactly where. Massive explosion on AO Maru. Massive explosion on AO Maru. Okay. So a lot of B-17s came in. Basically all of his B-17Ds are intact because we didn't destroy any of them during our campaign here. The most dangerous thing out of all this was the Tona Maru taking a hit, because that is definitely my most important ship in the whole pack of them. But let's take a look at the damage all said and done. All right, so this is after the fact. I've already pulled all the ships out of the port because I'm not playing any games with that. Right, take a look at this. This is some of the damage. So the AO Maru is actually still alive. None of this, if I can get it back to safety, it's not going to sink. The Tona Maru is okay. It's damaged, but not too bad. We can save this thing. You can see here, this Tama Maru will burn up, and the Misaki Maru will probably go down as well. But other than that, most of these ships' fires are already out, and we can save them all. Let's see if there's any other damaged ships here. Nope, that's it. So that's all the damaged ships at Takao. It was bad. It could have been a lot worse. Especially if the Tona Maru had gone down, because that's easily one of my most important tanker classes, right? They carry a massive amount of fuel and oil and cargo on top of that. So to lose these guys would be a huge upset. So we actually were able to save it. And I'm going to get it back to safety over here and get it patched up. And then the other place that we were bombed, let's go back and take a look, Combat Reporter, Ambon. So we had B-17Es flying at extended range because, and I'll show you why in a second. Hit the Miyoko, the Nagato, and the Issei. Okay, 8 B-17Es, and I'll tell you exactly where they came out of. Those guys came out of Darwin. And the reason that they're flying extended range is because Darwin is a size 3 field. And you can only do normal range with a half bomb load with a 4-engine bomber out of a size 3 airfield. Once this gets to size 5, he can fly full unrestricted missions. But until then, he's only got half bomb loads. And that was kind of our saving grace here, honestly. And if we take a look at the damage here, you can see the Nagato, for example, basically unscathed. Let's see here. Let's take a look at the Miyoko. Basically bounced that bomb like it was nobody's business. No big deal. Issei bounced that bomb right off. So we got very lucky at Ambon. And what tends to happen with port strikes, if you have large capital ships in the port, the bombers tend to go after those. It's like a magnet. They're like a magnet for the bombs. So my ships that could take those bombs took the bombs and nothing else. So we got really lucky at Ambon. But the whole problem here is that I did not fly any cap here because I forgot about the B-17s. The B-17s came out of Changsha here and out of Darwin there. And they're just right on the fringes, but just enough that I just didn't pay attention. So now I'm paranoid about cap traps, B-17s, and subs now. I'm going to get I'm losing my mind here. Looking at the SIGINT. We do see something here. Christchurch and Auckland. Those are the most important ones that I saw here. So I think that's telling us something. So Auckland, there's something going on there. That's something at Christchurch. This could be information about some convoys coming in here. So what I think I want to do is relocate some of my subs down and start blocking off New Zealand. I think he's going to use New Zealand to get into Australia. And the reason I think that is because we have Noumea, and we have a nice big zone of detection. He knows this. So he's going to want to go around New Zealand here to stay out of that spotting range. And when he does that, we'll have to hit him with subs. That's our only real alternative there. Okay, op support. Make this quick. Let's see. For arrivals, we got a couple new ships here. None of them are particularly useful. Let's see here. Intel. We got Shanghai up to size 5 port. Fusan the port, size 5 airfield. Fusan to size 7 port. That's great. Sapporo size 6 port. That's really good. Tuguegarao size 4 airfield. The only thing that's bad here is that Bombay is now a size 5 airfield, and that's over here. But that makes sense. If he thinks that we're going to go into India, he's going to want to base his B-17s out of here because it'd be very hard for us to stop him, right? And he's got range out to about here with those B-17s. Out of Bombay. And let's see the Japanese tab. 8 more bases captured today. And repairs. We had a bunch of ships that were converted this turn. A bunch of those 14-speed PBs. And there we go. All right. Well, let's just talk about the main story here. B-17s came out of Changsha. It's a size 5 airfield, so he could fly that unrestricted with a full bomb load, assuming it's not maximum range. And Takao is 13. It's easily within range of his B-17s with a full bomb load. So what are we going to do now? Well, we're going to bomb Changsha into smithereens, but it's not going to make any difference because he knows that we're going to retaliate and he'll move his bombers out in time. But fortunately for us, we did smash Chongqing pretty good. So he's probably going to have to relocate quite a bit away. Maybe Kunming, somewhere else, Lashio, somewhere else out of range of our bombers because Chongqing is not viable. Tuyuan may not be viable either because we hit it as well. So he's kind of running out of bases to put these bombers at. And we're just going to keep hitting these bases and make it so that he can't use any of them. That's really all I can do other than fly some cap down here. But you know how B-17s just slice through Japanese cap like a hot knife through butter. So I don't know what good that's going to do to fly cap. So I'd rather just take out their bases of operation and kind of go at it that way. Elsewhere in China, we are driving onto Xi'an quite hard. I'm going to keep bombing Xi'an to slow these troops down because I want to engage these guys before they leave the Hex. I want to damage them severely as they retreat into the mountains so that they're weakened as they go up in here. You can also see here, he is moving more troops into here and into here. So he's really doubling down on this Hex here. But I don't care. We're still going after it. But Xi'an should be ours in about 3 turns. One area of concern is that the I Chang forces did an about face here and are now heading this direction, which is kind of a concern. I wanted them to actually go into here. It's almost like he watched my video and he knew what I was talking about. He changed his tune and moved his troops out. But you know what? It is what it is. There's nothing I can really do about it now. But he will have a very slow going from here to here to here. And I am assuming he's going back towards Chongqing. But it's going to take him quite a while to get there. The rest of these guys now are heading in 4 different directions. We got some going here, 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 and here. So that's kind of a bit of a pain. I'm going to have to leave some breadcrumb troops behind to deal with those. But in the meantime, we continue our drive up the Ankang Road. Yeah, and I already talked about Changsha. That's where the bombers came out of. On a happier note, we enter Rangoon Hex next turn. So we have the 14th Tank Regiment going in their next turn. And behind it is the 2nd RTA, Royal Thai Army Division. They're going to take about 2 days to get in there. And then I'm hoping within 2 turns we can have Rangoon. So we go in next turn. In 2 turns, we attack. And these units are severely depleted and beat up. I think we can take Rangoon without much of a fight at all. Okay, Malaya. The good news here, we have completely reduced Temelo, and now we own that. And then we can take these troops and move them basically anywhere you want. I'm guessing I'm just going to send them into Singapore because that makes the most sense to me. But there's just a lot of options with that. That's another 300 AV of troops that I can use, including a pretty decent infantry regiment. So I'm glad I finally took this place. I think that worked out really good. All said and done. Singapore. Well, I don't know if you can tell here, but we're going for it, guys. I'm going for it. We're going to make another attack next turn because I really want to take it. I don't know if we're going to be able to take it in the next attack. I'm hoping we can. We have 6-1 AV. He's only got size 2 forts. His troops are already weakened. I think we stand a good chance of actually taking it. But if not, no worry, because I've got the 38th Division going to be across in one more turn, I think. And then I'll have them available for a follow-on attack. If we don't take Singapore tomorrow, I guess by the 3rd or 4th of January. Sorry, there's a bug in here. By the 3rd or 4th of January, we'll have it in our possession. And I think that'll be great. My goal was January 1st to own Singapore. So if I'm 4 days behind, I can live with that. Yeah, worse things have happened, right? Yeah, and here's another thing. We have Southern Army in place now. And I think I mentioned last turn I switched out his commander. So this is going to get a nice little boost next turn, having Southern Army so close to the combat. We didn't have that before, to my knowledge. So now we will. And that's going to really help us with the AV boost. I'm really hoping we can carry Singapore all the way to the end. All right. In the Philippines, we have Hellsen properly boxed in now in the Clark and Baton. I'm going to start setting up a ASW and ship blockade here just to make sure he's not sneaking any blockade runners or anything into Clark or Baton to keep supply going. Our goal here is to bleed him dry of supply, but we're going to have to do that by blockading the place and bombing it mercilessly. And even then, it's going to take months. All right. We take a look at Mindanao. We're going to take Dumanquilas next turn. And then I have another unit moving into this hex next turn. I think it's this guy. They should be in here next turn. And then that blocks off the escape routes for these troops at Cagayan. We attack with the 21st Division in this turn. They will move into Malaybalay. We follow them in there, and then we destroy all the troops in this part of Mindanao. We have a couple little stragglers over here. I'm not particularly worried about them. I may actually let them go into this base and bottle them up there. That way, when they do go in there, I just kill them, and they can't retreat because we blocked all the retreat paths. Ever since Deswolf taught me about retreat mechanics, I've been using it to my advantage, and you can see how it's been working, right? Let me give you a few reminders how it worked. Temelo destroyed those troops. Dili destroyed the troops. Where else did we do it? Oh, we did it somewhere else. I don't know. I've been using the retreat mechanics to my benefit. All right, we already talked about Dutch East Indies and the B-17s out of Darwin. I'm sure more are coming. So as a precaution, I did pull out some of the ships there. Not all of them. I still have a few there, right? I do have cap here now, though. So hopefully they can deflect some of those incoming bombers. Quite a bit of cap, actually. But I could always use more. Okay, in the Solomons, we're just about wrapped up on taking these stop bases on New Guinea here. We need to take this one, this one, this one. Then we need to take Morocco. Then we need to take Tarapo. Then we've got the allies bottled up into 3 locations. And I think I should be able to close out Papua by the end of January. Be completely done with it. And then the Solomons are looking great. We only need 1, 2, 3 3 more dot bases and we're done with all of them. We've captured every single one. I think that's fantastic. And yeah, that's basically it. Noumea is pretty quiet right now. Nothing really to report here. Looking out here in the Marshalls, no, just moving some ships, continuing to pull troops out of Wake as when able. And the Aleutians have been very quiet. So that's the turn. B-17s are ruining my day. Subs, cap traps. Hellsen's got every dirty trick in the book, man. And I just keep forgetting about it. This is my first time playing Japan, so there's just so many things to know and remember and do. And, you know, the Allies are really holding all the cards here, so you're kind of having to work around them. And I just keep forgetting about things like Darwin and B-17s and Changsha. But I won't make that mistake again. Now I know. And I will be more prepared next time. So you go ahead and laugh at me, but also take this opportunity to make notes for your campaign if you're playing Japan. Don't do what I've done. Learn from my mistakes. Protect your bases or get the ships out of there, out of range of his bombers. Whatever it takes. Don't let him hit your stuff. You know, if I had moved all these ships out of Takao and just put them over here on Okinawa, for example, this would have been nothing would have happened, right? So just keep that in mind. Don't leave your ships within range of his bombers until you take those bases, or you're going to have to suffer the consequences like I did. Catch you on the next one.